All right, here we go with 6th grade Excel, lesson number 37. We're going to be looking at some different mathematical properties today. And let me tell you right now that this lesson does not have any work for you to actually do on it. You just have to pay attention to the lesson. However, as you go through the lesson, I'm going to be having you do little markings on your paper, and we're going to be checking that tomorrow to make sure that you're paying attention and following all the way through the video. So make sure you watch the video, pay real close attention to what's going on, and put the proper marks on your paper that I ask you to. Okay, the first property that we're going to learn is called the associative property of multiplication. And what that means is that changing the grouping of the factors will not change the product. That sounds real complicated, but it's not as complicated as you would think. Do the work in the parentheses. So this one says 3 times 2 times 4, 3 times 2 times 4. In this first part of the equation, first of all, we have the same numbers, right? We have a 3, we have a 2, and we have a 4. Over here we have a 3, a 2, and a 4. And the only difference between these is that we have parentheses here on the first equation and then parentheses right here on the second half of the equation there. So let's put what these are equal to above the equation. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Everybody take your pencil and write an 8 right there above that number. 3 times 2 is 6. All right, so 3 times 8 now, everybody write a 24 down here. And then this is 6 times 4, which is also equal to 24. So what the associative property is telling you is that when you're multiplying numbers together, it doesn't matter where you put the parentheses. You can put the parentheses around the 2 and the 4. You can put it around the 3 and the 2. Makes absolutely no difference. You're still going to get 24 either way. So the associative property, once again, says it doesn't matter which numbers associate with other numbers. That means hang out with them or grouped with them with the parentheses. You are going to get the same answer no matter what in a multiplication problem. This does not work with subtraction or division. It actually does work with addition. There's the associative property of addition as well, but it does not work with subtraction and division. All right, and we're going to look at the associative property of addition right now as well. Same property, associative property, but now applying that to an addition problem. Here's an addition problem here of 7, 2, and 4 all being added together. 7, 2, and 4. You can see they're the exact same numbers on both sides of the equation. The only difference is the beginning of the equation here, the first half, the 2 and the 4 are grouped. We're supposed to do those first. And in the second part, we have the 7 and 2 being grouped with the parentheses. We have to do the 7 plus 2 first. Well, let's mark on the paper and see what happens. 7 plus 2 plus 4, we do the 2 plus 4 first, which is 6. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Everybody underneath here write what 7 plus 6 is equal to, which is 13. Write an equal sign. And then 9 plus 4 is also equal to 13. So you can see that when we move the parentheses around, the answer remains the same. And so the associative property of addition tells us that the grouping of numbers in addition problems makes no difference, has no effect on the answer. Now, to show me that you're paying attention, right down here in this corner where I'm tapping right now, I want you to draw a star. Okay, I'm not going to put it on the video to make it for the kids that aren't paying attention. They won't know that they're supposed to put a star down here. But right where I'm putting that dot down in the corner, actually, it might not be a corner on your paper. So right after the part that's written right here in your paper, I want a star out here. All right, keep going. The commutative property of addition and the commutative property of multiplication are next. And that means that the order in which the numbers are added or multiplied will not change the sum or the product. If you are adding or multiplying, you can switch the order of the numbers around and you still get the same answer. For example, 2 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 2. It's equal to 5, right? 2 times 3, 3 times 2. Doesn't matter if we switch the order around. The commutative property says it's going to come out to be the same. So this is equal to 6, that's equal to 6. It does not work with subtraction or division because 5 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 5. 6 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 6. All right, if you've been paying attention throughout this whole lesson, I want you to draw a smiley face at the end of the lesson to show me that you're happy, that you learned it, and that you've been paying attention. Thanks for watching.